Hey there, welcome to the Gold Report. I'm really excited to present this information to you today because about a month ago I got my first gold coin and it's already gone up in value about 5%. So I wanted to share some reasons why gold is such a great investment right now and why today is still the best time to go out and buy gold. At the end, I'll talk about a few other gold products that you can invest in as well as where I recommend buying them from. So my story started about a year ago and I had heard enough information to be convinced that gold was a good investment. So I pulled up a graph online and the price of gold had skyrocketed. At that time, I thought it might be better to wait and see if the price of gold went down before investing my money in it. Because I had always heard that you wanted to buy low and sell high. So fast forward to a few weeks ago and I went and looked at the price again and the price had gone up about another $300 an ounce, which means I missed out on what today would have been a really good deal. Now, the reason that gold has been doing so well over the last couple of years can be mostly explained by the fear of inflation. Historically, whenever there's been high inflation, the price of gold goes up. And if you have your money in cash, during those years of high inflation, the value of your assets actually goes down. So during times of high inflation, many people protect the value of their assets by buying gold. That's still true today and why gold is such a good investment. But truthfully, if you look at inflation over the last couple of years, it's actually been low. However, after most recessions, inflation always picks up, which means that the real rise in inflation hasn't even started yet, which also means that a spike in gold hasn't happened yet either. So if we still expect inflation in the future, we can expect the price of gold to continue to go up, which is why I continue to be optimistic about investing in gold. Now, I don't do this professionally. This just seems like common sense to me. So if you agree that inflation is a risk right now in our economy, then your next question should be, when is the best time to buy? So let's go back to my story at the beginning. What I realized was that the longer I waited, the more I was missing out on the best time to buy. With gold and other precious metals going up the way they are, there really aren't any low times to buy. There aren't a lot of corrections in the market or low points that are better to buy than others. So the best thing to do is to buy now when it's probably at its lowest point for the foreseeable future. You don't want to be in the position I was and wait and then have to buy in when the price is $300 more. I hope I've illustrated a little bit why this is a good time to buy into gold. But if you aren't convinced and you're interested in learning more about inflation, the Gold Report PDF guide has more information, which might help you make a more educated decision on what's right for your investments. So aside from that, I wanted to talk about a few different gold products that are on the market. There's 3 that I've seen so far. First one are collector's coins, which are gold coins that also have collector's value. They might be rare or old or of high quality, and when you buy them, you're paying for the gold plus the collector's value of that coin. Personally, I don't know enough about collector's value to invest in it, so I try to put the entire value of my investment in gold, and I avoid collector's coins. I also think that due to the subjective nature of collector's value, you have a greater chance of being scammed by companies that'll tell you a coin is worth a lot more than it is. However, with gold, it's easy to look up what it's worth the day you go and buy it. So that brings me to the second investment in gold, and that's gold bullion coins. Now these are coins that are minted for the purpose of bearing their worth in their weight of gold. So an example is the American Gold Eagle, which is what I purchased, which weighs 1 ounce and is roughly valued at the value of 1 ounce of gold. Easy, right? And the third type of gold product I see on the market are gold bullion bars. Now these don't have to be the big gold bars you might think of. They could be as small as your fingernail and have a value of less than $100. But with any amount of gold that you buy, the smaller the quantity, the higher the markup it usually has. So even if you get the gold bullion bar, I would recommend sticking with 1 ounce or higher products. So I mentioned markup. In the precious metal market, markup is known as the over spot price. And the spot price is the value of that metal on the market at that time. So for example, the spot price of gold is about $1,420 per ounce as of today. And with any gold purchase, there will be a small markup. So for example, the gold coin that I bought had a markup of $65, which is roughly 5% of the value of gold on that day. So I bought that coin at $65 over spot. So for each type of gold product that you buy, they will each have their own over spot price. And that's how you can compare different products. For 1 ounce of gold, a typical over spot price is between $40 and $75 per ounce. And that difference differs between the different gold coins or bullion bars that are out there. Again, if you want some more information and details about those products, check out the Gold Report PDF guide, which is a free download from the Gold Report website, which should have more information to help you out. Alright, so lastly, I want to go over a couple of different places that you can get gold. The two typical ones are online or at a gold exchange near where you live. If you want to make a purchase today from your computer, you can click the link below the video and it'll take you to the American Precious Metal Exchange online that has some of the best over spot prices I've found. It's perfectly safe to buy online and you don't even have to get direct. The other option is to find an exchange near you that sells gold products. And I would say the most trustworthy products are going to be the Gold Eagle coins, so I would call around and ask about those. The easiest way to find those places is probably Google Maps, and you can type in gold exchange near the town that you're in. It should list a couple of places. They should have a website. You can check it out and make sure it looks like a legitimate operation. I would avoid places like pawn shop, but still I would go online. You can use the link I have below to check out the online prices, to compare those to the ones in the store. That should be a relatively good way to make sure you aren't getting ripped off. So I have one other way to invest in gold that doesn't have an over spot price, so you can get it at the current market rate and not have to pay any markup. Besides the gold coin that I bought, I also bought gold this other way, and I think it's worth checking out. To find out about that though, take a look at the Gold Report PDF, which is at goldreport.org, and it'll have all the details. So that's it for this video. I hope you check out the PDF report, and I hope you decide to buy some gold.